trying to stay in the back line here. We don't want to be within range of the Arachne. The Zhonghui uses his ultimate. We're going to use our 1, dash out, and we're just going to say nope and use our ultimate to get on out of there.
Be right back.
Mercury says we lose if we don't group. I'm afraid that Neath is going to rotate and get our right Phoenix, so we're going to go ahead and rotate over, clean that up. Sylvanas goes down in mid. Zhonghui's a little weak. We're able to clean up the Zhonghui with an enhanced basic attack from our 2. We're going to use our 1, get the knockup. We're able to get a double. We're going to dash in, try to chase this Sobek. And unfortunately, it looks like he's able to get out. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy Seanyb Gaming, and today we're doing a skin showcase and a viewer request to play Paintballer Jing Wei as carry. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, or you just have a good old time, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, Jing Wei is usually thought of as a pretty safe hunter because of her ultimate. We have a lot of nope moments where we realize we need to get out of there and we just use our ult to get away. So part of today's video is going to be trying to identify some of those nope moments. But let's go ahead and jump into Jing Wei's kit. Jing Wei's 1, Persistent Gust. Jing Wei creates a gust of wind that damages enemies and knocks up enemy gods when summoned. This gust persists for 6 seconds and continues to knock up and deal damage to enemies every 1 second. If Jing Wei walks onto this area, she's going to get knocked up into the air and gain an increased attack speed buff for 7 seconds. So this ability has initial damage, which is stronger than the tick damage. The attack speed buff is going to be 20% at level 1 and 40% at level 5. Jing Wei's 2, Explosive Bolts. Jing Wei loads her crossbow with explosive bolts that augment her next 3 basic attacks. These attacks are wider, have increased critical chance, and deal an area of effect damage. The critical chance at level 1 is 0, then at level 5 it is 20%. Jing Wei's 3, Agility. Jing Wei dashes in a straight line. She may use this ability while knocked up into the air for a longer ranged dash. She also gains a 4-second increase to physical power and movement speed upon using this ability. The effect of this buff is increased if agility is used in the air. On the ground, she can gain up to 10 power at level 1, 30 power at level 5, and 15% movement speed. If she uses this dash from the air, she's going to gain 20 physical power at level 1 and 40 physical power at level 5, and the movement speed buff is going to be increased to 25% from the air. Jing Wei's ultimate. Jing Wei channels briefly before taking to the sky. She's then going to fly forward and deal damage to all enemies below her. After her attack, she hovers for up to 2 seconds before choosing which direction to land. And Jing Wei's passive, Rapid Reincarnation. When exiting the fountain, Jing Wei prepares for takeoff and then ascends into the sky, allowing her to fly over obstacles at an increased speed with CC immunity. Jing Wei can decline to fly by canceling this ability on her way out of the fountain, or she can just jump out of the fountain. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, you want to put a point into your 1. Then you have an option at level 2. If you're trying to maximize your wave clear, you want to put a point into your 2. If you're trying to play it safe, you want to put a point into your 3. I like to play it safe just in case the enemy jungler shows up. Then at level 3, you want to put a point into the 3rd ability, whichever one you did not choose. We're going to knock up that Neath right there. Then we want to max out our 1, max out our ultimate, max out our 2, and then finally max out our 3. With Jing Wei, if we can, we want to try to poke minions and an enemy god with our 1. Also, if we can walk through our 1, we definitely want to. This will increase our attack speed and provide ourselves a little buff. So the enemy team is on top of it. They're hitting the purple, then they're harpies, and then they come to wave, and then they're there as soon as their purple respawns. We're going to go ahead and clear this wave and then go hit our purple camp. We are partied up with our support. The Sylvanas is Spoonman. We're going to go ahead, activate our purple, stand in it, get the increased attack speed. We do want the minions to stand in our 1 because it's going to tick damage. We're going to go ahead and make our way back to lane. Looks like they hit purple than their Harpy because they're still not in lane. So after this wave, we want to fall back and hit our Harpy. We miss our 1 damage onto the Neath. As a carry, we want to try to use our ability to poke out the enemy carry. Ideally, we want to target the enemy carry over the support. Hey, Neath's even going to help us out a little bit. We're able to get the pick onto the Harpy. We knock up the Neath. She's pretty weak. We're going to try to get some basics onto her. She backflips out. We use our 2 shots onto the Sobek, which is probably not the best thing to do. Sylvanas roots, and then we misuse our 1. If we would have knocked her up, she would have been in real trouble right there. She probably would have been 1 hit away from going down. So this Neath is building into Transcendence, not Devo's Gauntlets. So once we get Devo's online, it's going to open up how we want to play against her. Because Neath is not going to be able to lifesteal, she's going to have to lifesteal through her abilities. Our Mercury wants to come. We're trying to ping, let him know where the enemy is. It looks like the enemy team knows, or they just got really lucky on falling back. We're going to go ahead and activate our 1, have all the minions walk through it. The initial tick from our 1 does the most damage. The tick damage that follows the initial tick does not do as much, so we do want to try to use our 1 onto the minions. Right here, we got to avoid the Sobek pull. We get pulled, we get rooted. We're going to go ahead and use our 1, dash away. Arachne's here. Luckily, the Arachne is targeting the Sylvanas, so we're going to run away. We use our Aegis. We get slowed by the Arachne ult, and the shell really helps us out right there. Mercury's gone in. We had an opportunity to use our 1, but unfortunately we had it hovered over the wall, so we did not cast it right when we should. In terms of what we left Fountain with, we left with the Hunter's Blessing, Tier 1 Devo Gauntlets, 3 health potions, and a mana potion. I think Jing Wei burns mana pretty quickly whenever you're using your abilities. So we're going to go ahead back, pick up the Devo Gauntlets. The Devo Gauntlets are going to provide us 30 power and 15% lifesteal. It has a passive that if we get a kill on an enemy minion, we're going to gain a stack. If we get a kill on an enemy god, we're going to gain 5 stacks. Each stack is going to give us 0.5 power and 0.2% lifesteal. Upon reaching 70 stacks, this item is going to give us 65 power and 29% lifesteal. 29% lifesteal is a pretty nutty amount of lifesteal. That's why almost all the hunters go into Devo Gauntlets. Sylvanas is a saint. He's holding wave for us, so we're able to come up and get some of this XP. We're going to go ahead and up Arachne's here, so we're going to start falling back even further. We're going to set up a ward so that way we know if she's coming behind us, we push up. If she comes from their side of the jungle, we're just going to have to wing it. But we definitely don't want her coming from our side of the jungle. Use our 1 on the minions. We're going to try to get some basics. That's an ult from our Sylvanas. Arachne's rotating in. Mercury is fighting into 3 people at the tower line. Right now we're just trying to help Merc out, try to get Merc out. That's a Neath ultimate. We get healed by the Sylvanas. We're going to use our 1, knock up the Arachne. We're going to use our ultimate, tag 3 people. We landed on our 1, so we have increased attack speed. So there was not too much we could have done there for the Mercury. I feel like we did as much as we possibly could. We're just going to keep farming up. Our Sylvanas is backing. We get some good damage onto the Sobek. We're going to go ahead and dash away. So Sobek's pluck will throw us into the air, and we can actually dash while in the air with Jing Wei. So that first pluck, we actually misplayed a little bit. We should have dashed earlier. I gotta say, I really like this skin. I like the basic attack animation of the paintballs coming out, and the fact that the paintballs change color. Very nice little touch. I really like the skins that have animation changes or change colors. We're running away from the Sobek. He dashes. We're just gonna... We could have dashed there too whenever he plucked us. So that was another little misplay by us.
An ally has been slain.
We're at 27 stacks, so we're doing alright. We're pretty low on mana, so we're going to go ahead and back, buy a mana pot and our tier 2 boots. We are going to be going into the attack speed boots with Jing Wei. Sylvanas has rotated mid, so now as long as Sobek is over here, he's splitting wave with the enemy Neath, which means we're going to gain more level than the enemy Neath. As long as we don't go down and we play it pretty carefully, we should be alright and use it to our advantage. Looks like Sobek left already. We're able to knock up the Neath. Mercury's coming in. He's saying gank. He uses his ultimate. We use our explosive shots. We're going to dash in. We hit her once. We miss our one. Oh, we went for the basic attack for the tower shot. Unfortunately, we did not get it. Arachne's going straight for this Mercury. We're going to try to help him out. He uses his beads. And it looks like, oh no, he wasn't able to make it out. We're going to go ahead and use that. Create a little bit of separation for ourselves and fall back under tower. We're just going to go ahead and farm up this wave. Throw our one, stand in it, get the increased attack speed. Then we're going to make our way to our purple buff. The purple buff is going to increase our attack speed, and it's also going to reduce the enemy protections if they get too close to us. It's not a large protection reduction, but it is helpful. It seems like a lot if the enemy has purple and you do not have purple. They should win that trade pretty often. We're going to group up the minions, use our explosive shots to get damage onto all the minions. I'm just going to clean up with our basic attacks, try to save some mana. We call out that Neath is missing. She probably just backed to complete her transcendence. Oh, she hit purple. We're going to go ahead and clear this wave. We don't have a whole lot of mana for the engagement, so we're going to clear this wave, and then we're probably just going to back. Get our attack speed boots online. Then we're going to buy the tier 1 of Rage. Jing Wei builds crit pretty well because her 2 gives her crit % chance. It looks like Mercury's rotating in. We're trying to let them know we have our ultimate. We're down for some tussling. They are pretty far. Neath just used her backflip. Mercury tosses her back. Then Neath uses her beads. Uses his ultimate. He's able to clean it up. He didn't need us at all. But we were able to get an assist because we got close enough. And we were able to get the golden XP for that minion. We're going to go ahead and use our 1. Get some basics off. So you can, with Jing Wei, activate your 2, shoot the front of the minions, and it's going to stagger them, causing them to stop moving forward. You can usually group up the melee minions and the archers with that strategy, and then use your 1 to get the initial tick damage onto all of them. I also like that Jing Wei skips. It's a nice little touch. We go ahead and set up a ward, so that way we can try to figure out if Arachne's coming for us. So far, the name of the game is just stay alive and farm. Jing Wei is not the most aggressive character in the early game. She can blow somebody up if the enemy really missteps. So if Neath were to use her backflip, have it on cooldown, we are able to hit her with our 1. Then we could run in there, get knocked up, use our dash. That's going to increase our power and our attack speed. Then we can use our 2 and potentially get some crits on her.
An enemy is down.
No problem. Thanks. Careful middle.
There's the Neath. We miss our 1. Couple bad ones this game so far. Oh, that splash damage and that crit hitting her for 270.
We should probably check on them. An enemy has been slain.
It's go time.
We're going to use our 1, use our 2. After we use our 3, we know her backflip's on cooldown, so we're trying to get some basics on her. We're chunking her. We missed one too many shots. I think it would have taken 2 shots, but if we got a crit, we definitely would have gotten her right there. So after using our full kit, we're pretty low on mana. We know that the enemy support is in the left jungle. We try to make it look like we went into jungle. We try to get the knock up. I'm pretty sure Neath was able to just walk out of that and avoid the damage.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Your strength
We're just
has
going to keep
grown.
farming up. We got 2 levels on her, so all of these fights are in our favor. We want to try to be a little aggressive right here. But if she's hiding under tower, there's not too much we can do. We get rooted, we get a few basics on her.
Be careful, right. Retreat, right lane. Please.
Mercury is saying retreat right. We're going to listen to him, fall back, go for a purple buff. We do have enough money for rage, so we are going to want to back pretty soon, get that online so we can start stacking that item.
Man, I hope my brothers are okay.
Your middle tower is under
Enemy
attack.
missing right.
Your left tower is under attack. Your left tower has been
After this wave, we're going to go ahead and back and complete Rage. Rage is going to give us 20 physical. Whoops, Sobek's here. We're going to use our 1, dash away,
You don't.
and we're fine. We're going to go ahead and back. Rage is going to provide us 20 physical power, and it's going to provide us 30% critical strike chance.
Rainbow ones, please.
It has a passive that if we get a kill or assist, we're going to gain 3% critical strike chance. This can stack up to 5 times, and once we have this item evolved, the 30% critical strike chance is going to go up to 45% critical strike chance. So right now, in our build, we deal good damage to squishy characters, mainly the enemy carry. But if Sobek has any kind of physical protections, we really are not going to be dealing good damage to him. We're going to dash right here. Avoid getting pulled back as much as possible. So in order to start dealing damage to some of the characters that have physical protections, we need to either go into Quinsai or Atalanta's Bow. Quinsai is just going to make sure that we're removing a percentage of the enemy's health. Arachne's here. We're going to use our 1. We're going to dash. Sobek's here. Nope, nope, nope. We're just going to use our ultimate and get on out of that.
jaw. On my way.
So Quinsai is going to make sure that we're dealing damage to the enemy's maximum health percentage. So after an X amount of basic attacks, the enemy should go down.
Tower is under attack.
Then Atalanta's Bow would give us 20% penetration, which is also pretty helpful against tanky characters. I like going into Quinsai. It's a pretty expensive item, but I think it really makes a difference. But you could go into Atalanta's Bow right after Rage. The enemies are pretty deep in our side of the jungle, so we're going to try to rotate in, see if we can help out with anyone. Sobek's here. We miss our 1. We're going to get some basics, and we're able to clean up the Sobek. We're going to go ahead, step in our 1, dash away to get the extended dash, and also gain the increased attack speed and increased physical power. Looks like Neath rotated as well because the minions are meeting in middle. Either that or she backed. Guess you're just going for a purple buff. We're going to go ahead and hit our Harpy with our Mercury. We're going to show face in lane while Mercury tries to loop around and go for the Neath. We have no sight on her, so she probably backs.
Careful, middle.
So many missed ones. Oh my goodness. Arachne's here. We're going to dash. Nope, nope, nope. Use our ultimate to get over the wall. We use our beads. We're going to use our 1. Knock her up. That pushes her into tower. She's going to take a shot. And she's forced to use her ultimate to get away.
Retreat.
We're going to go ahead and back, pick up the tier 2 of Kinsai. We're going to buy 2 health potions and 2 wards. If we know Arachne is coming, we should be able to use our abilities to get away from her. She doesn't have any kind of dash outside of her ultimate. Sobek's a little deep in our jungle, but we're going to clear this wave first. Here comes Arachne. Get a few basics. Luckily that web did not connect on us. Poseidon is here. We try to dash. We're going to use our Aegis right here. We get ulted by Neath. We're going to dash away. 3 people tower diving. We're going to rotate under the tier 2. 4 people over and right. We're thinking about backing, but the enemy is really distracted. Mercury ults in. We're going to come in. We're going to use our 1, get the knockup onto the Sobek, and our team is able to clean up at least 3 people right there. 3 people were stuck between our tier 1 and tier 2. Neath was not, so she was able to get away. So that was a great rotation from our team. Really saved our lives right there. So with 3 people down on the enemy team, we should be able to go for this Gold Fury and get it uncontested. We do have enough money for Kinsai, so after this wave, we're going to want to back and upgrade. Maybe stick around for one more wave. But Kinsai is a pretty large power spike. Neath uses her backflip. Paris here, Sylvanas going to do some tanking. He falls back. Now Sylvanas is going to do some tanking. We're going to come in. We miss our 1. Oh, we hit our 1. We're going to get some basics. It looks like they're falling back to the tier 2, so we're just going to go ahead and grab this tier 1 tower. I'm saying retreat. We did work over here. Poseidon's here. We're going to knock him up. Hit him with a basic, and we're able to clean up the Poseidon. We get ulted by Neath, but there's no follow-up, so we should be good right here. Here comes Arachne. Nope, nope, nope. We're going to use our ultimate, dash away. Use our 1, dash away even further. We're back under tower. 3 people pushing the Sylvanas. I don't think there's anything we can really do safely to protect them. We're even thinking about falling back to this tier 2. Yeah, they can have that tower. It's not worth trying to contest. Looks like all 3 of them are backing. So right there, we try to stay around for the wave. We get teleported back. We accidentally go back to Fountain. We activate our passive. We cancel it, and then somehow we activate it again while trying to re-enter Fountain. Not exactly sure what happened there. So Kinsai is going to provide us 40 physical power and 20% attack speed. On basic attacks, we're going to deal 3% of the target's maximum health. If the target had over 2,000 health, the bonus damage is going to scale up. It caps out at 5% if the target had over 2,750 health. So if Sobek has a billion protections, each time we land a basic attack on him, we're going to be dealing 3 to 5% of his maximum health.
We should probably check on them.
It also increases our attack speed. So we are not going to be going over the attack speed cap unless we use the attack speed buff from our 1.
Good one.
They know how to kick some shell. I have to say I'm proud of you.
We're going to go ahead and clear the minions, step into our 1, get that increased attack speed. Now we're going to make our way to the tower. So whenever we step into our 1, our attack speed gets capped out at 2.5. Without stepping into our 1, it is at 2.18 right now. We might be able to push this Phoenix.
An ally has been
Nope, we're just going to fall back, play it safe. That might have been a misplay. I think we could have pushed that Phoenix right there. We're coming, trying to help out this Sylvanas. He has 2 people on him. We're going to use our 1, get the knock up onto the Arachne and the Zhong Kui. We're going to get some basics onto the Zhong Kui. We're able to get the pick onto him. We're thinking about pursuing this Arachne, but she is faster than us, so there's a good chance we're not going to be able to make it. Sylvanas makes the call to go for red buff. We're going to go ahead and drop it. We had a lot of time. I think we could have gotten that Phoenix. Poseidon's here. Poseidon uses his ultimate. Neith's here. Neith uses her ultimate. We're going to fall back. Once Sylvanas goes down, there's no reason for us to stick up there in the enemy jungle that long. So we're just going to fall back.
Your strength has grown. Shut down.
So we're going to go ahead and back and pick up Atalanta's agility. Or Atalanta's bow. Atalanta's bow is going to provide us 25 physical power, 25% attack speed, and 20% penetration. Upon getting a kill or assist, we're going to gain Atalanta's agility for 10 seconds. This is going to increase the attack speed by 20% and decrease our movement speed penalties by 30%. So a 20% increase to the attack speed, that would probably take us over the cap, but we're not too concerned about it. If we were concerned about it, we'd be going into Silverbranch Bow. So I'd say this is a pretty standard hunter build, other than the rage.
Now who's around the corner?
Rage and crit items have kind of fallen out of meta.
Attack the goal.
We're going to go ahead and work on the Primal Fury. The Primal Fury is going to provide everybody on our team a buff where we deal 5% more damage to any jungle camps. This includes Harpies, Colored Camps, and Fire Giant and Future Gold Furies. So if you look above our health bar, to the left of our purple buff timer, there is a Oni Fury icon. That means that we have 1 stack of this buff. The buff can stack up to 3 times throughout a game. You might be in a little bit of trouble. Sobek's here. While knocked up, we're going to go ahead and dash away. That's going to extend how far we dash away. Looks like Sobek's trying to rotate in. They think they can just hit my purple buff. They can just hit my purple buff, but I'm going to get a few basics. Nope, nope, nope. We're going to use our ultimate and get on out of there. Baba Yaga rotates in. We're going to go ahead and back and then try to push. So we're going to sell our our Hunter's Blessing and go for Wind Demon. Wind Demon is going to provide us 20 physical power, 15% attack speed, and 15% critical strike chance. Our crits are going to provide us with a 10% penetration and increase our attack speed and movement speed by 20% for 5 seconds.
Be right on my way.
Then ultimate from the Poseidon. We're going to try to get some basics. We're able to clean up the Sobek. We're just going to clean up the minion wave. It looks like they backed, and we have a minion wave already pushed up here at the tower, so we should be able to drop this tower pretty quickly. The Zhong Kui tried to use his teleport, but I believe, well, since it didn't go off, I think it also activated. So that relic is going to be on cooldown for him. Poseidon's here. We're going to use our Aegis to avoid his ultimate. Don't fight that Merc. That's not a good fight. We're trying to fall back. We use our 1. We miss it on the Zhong Kui. We're about to get ulted. We're going to use our ultimate and just fall back. So apparently we cannot fly through the Titan. Looks like there's a bit of a fight going on in left lane. We're going to rotate in, see if there's anything we can do to help. That's a Baba Yaga ultimate. We're going to use our 1, dash in, get that extended dash. They used a sprint, so there's probably not too much we're going to be able to do right here. We're also in a pretty vulnerable position if we get attacked. We're going to fall back because we know Arachne is about to loop in behind us.
Retreat!
We're able to knock up the Arachne. She's using her ultimate. She's sticking to Sylvanas, so we're going to turn around, try to burn her down. We get some good damage. We use our 1, we're able to get that onto the Sobek. We're going to jump in, get that increased attack speed. We're now at the attack speed cap. Right there, we take a lot of damage, and unfortunately, we go down. So we could not dash away once we got knocked up because we were within a Poseidon whirlpool, which is going to cripple us. If we would have beads that, we absolutely could have gotten out of there. But that was a little bit of a misplay by us.
I am officially geared out.
We had a relic, we just failed to use that relic. Mercury's in a bit of trouble, uses his beads, and he goes down.
Double whammy. Your strength has grown.
The enemy team might be able to get Fire Giant right here.
Stone.
So we are down in kills, but we are up in gold. They probably just bullied us a little bit in the early game while we continue to farm. We also hit 2 gold Furies. I'm sure that contributed to the gold difference.
Attack the Gold Fury!
So far it's just me and Hare. We can't really solo the Fire Giant between the 2 of us, but we should be able to get the Gold Fury between the 2 of us.
Right in the face!
We're going to go ahead and come in, start hitting it. Hare uses her ultimate. The enemy team's here, so we're going to start falling back. We're going to try to get a few basics. Unfortunately, we were not able to secure it. We're going to use our 1, dash away. It looks like they turned their attention to the Hare. We still want to try to help her out. Oop, no, we don't. Now we're on the run. So when I saw the enemy team approaching the Gold Fury, I started to fall back. I think Hare kind of didn't fall back at the right time right there. It's okay to reset the Gold Fury.
Be very quiet. I am hunting noobs.
Trying to stay in the back line here. We don't want to be within range of the Arachne. The Zhonghui uses his ultimate. We're going to use our 1, dash out, and we're just going to say nope and use our ultimate to get on out of there.
Be right back.
Mercury says we lose if we don't group.
Out!
I'm afraid that Neath is going to rotate and get our right Phoenix, so we're going to go ahead and rotate over, clean that up.
Man, I hope
Sylvanas
your
goes down in
brothers are
mid.
okay.
Zhonghui's a little weak. We're able to clean up the Zhonghui with an enhanced basic attack from our 2. We're going to use our 1, get the knockup. We're able to get a double. We're going to dash in, try to chase this Sobek. And unfortunately, it looks like he's able to get out. Mercury's going for it. He blinks in, he dashes.
Attack middle lane!
We have 4 people here. We might be able to get a Phoenix, so I can get the Argus or the Baba Yaga to tank the Phoenix shots for us. Argus is in there. We're just going to run in, aim for the Phoenix. And we're able to get the Phoenix. That's a small win.
Destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
Attack Fire
We should rotate out. I think we can go for Fire Giant.
Attack Fire wins.
We're going to go ahead and get the fire giant started. Use our 1 onto the fire giant so we get the tick damage. Sobek is chasing. He doesn't have the best secure. Looks like nobody else wants to help me on fire giant. That might be the right call, so we're just going to go ahead and fall back. We're able to get the Pyromancer. The Pyromancer is going to provide you a 40% increased movement. Ooh, that was a clean kill onto that Neath. So that was a pretty good turnaround. Let's see if we can get a pick onto this Poseidon. He uses Aegis. We're going to use our ultimate to try to close the distance. We are in trouble. Arachne's right here. If she goes on us, we would go down. We're going to get some basics onto this Lancui. We're going to miss some basics onto this Lancui. Sylvanas is able to clean it up. We're going to dash in. We are very weak, but we do have 5 people versus 2 people. We're going to try to lifesteal off this minion wave. We're pretty low on mana as well. We get hit by Poseidon 1. We're going to have to fall back a little bit.
Oh man, I am getting old.
Arachne gets pulled. We're going to get some basics onto the Arachne. Hera is able to clean up too. Now we should be able to clean out this game. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.